anxious. I was like, oh gosh. So I had to walk so far in the heat. And then I sat down with this random priest, and I was telling him, like, about, I didn't know what to say. So first, I was reading off of, like, a card, because I had only done confession when I was getting my, I went through my first communion when I was in, like, 2nd grade. And so I was reading off a card, like, everything I had to say about, I couldn't even tell you now. But, then it was time for me to say, like, my actual sin. I was like, this is scary. I don't know what I'm going to say. Then I just started talking, and I was talking about the weight I was carrying, my anxiety and depression. My parents had just divorced, and it was just a rough time in my life. And I had been saved, like, a year before then. And so I still felt like I was really new to everything. And I didn't know, like, I was coming out of, like, this hard time in my life. I didn't know how I could go forward now, like, having my faith and how to be, like, an active follower of Christ, because I knew I wanted to do that. I knew I wanted to pursue him every day, but I just didn't know how and what that looked like. And so I was just telling him everything. I was probably talking for like 10 or 15 minutes, and the priest was like silent, and I was like, this is really getting awkward. He was silent for a little bit, and then he looked at me, and he just said, Rachel, you are a survivor. And those words, like, have stuck with me ever since then. And I was just like, whoa. And then he told me, like, to be proud of, like, my testimony, because, like, Jesus will turn your trial into testimony. He'll turn, like, the mess that you have into, like, a message. And he inspired me to, like, use my testimony to help others and serve others. And that's what I think I'm called to do, especially with teaching. And I don't know, like, that moment, like, hearing those words I just felt like the weight of the world was, like, being lifted off my shoulders. Like, it was incredible. And I think about that all the time. And I would definitely say that is the moment where I felt like I belonged the most culturally. And in my case, spiritually, I felt like, yeah, like, I am loved by God. Like, I'm chosen. I'm a part of the kingdom, and I want to actively pursue him. I wanted to work for the kingdom. Like, it was such an incredible moment. I could talk about it forever. But anyways.